Playing from iPhone.
All right. Let me make an explanation here. I didn't mean to become a journalist. That was not my dream of life. My dream of life was to retire and drink martinis for the rest of my life on my porch. But as things may have it, here I am, doing this thing with the butcher shop, with my partners and everything. I'm not going to say hundreds of phone calls a day, I will say many, okay? But I get political questions from people all day long. And they range from detailed questions about the Constitution to basically asinine questions, really. And this is because that most people in this country have never taken a civics class. Most people have never studied the Constitution or even read it. Don't forget study. Just read it, okay? And I get questions ranging from, can Barack Obama be a vice presidential nominee and take office, all the way down to, can Obama fire President Trump? And I take phone calls and I try to answer these phone calls. The one thing that aggravates me to death. Now I'm putting up a video, the quarantines, for instance, and everything was just going real good. Or I'm trying to construct an article, or I'm taking an article in from another writer and I'm editing it, and I get a phone call and I take a break and I take the phone call. It's not just one person, it's many. Okay. And I just got a question I want to ask you and everything. Is Putin going to run for president? And I patiently explain why this is impossible. And while I'm explaining, all of a sudden I get, I got a call from my mama or my cousin or my brother coming in and everything. Can I call you back? Now, I'm a simple old boy from Austin. When somebody does that to me, that's telling me this is how I treat my Negro. In other words, I thought I needed your advice, but tomatoes are on sale at the supermarket, and I got to go take that call right now, and then I'll call you back when I get time, because that's how unimportant you are to me. Fair enough. I will no longer be taking phone calls except from my publishers or my partners, okay, and then that's the people I'm going to take a phone call from. If you're just an associate or a friend or whatever, put it in a text, put your question in a text. I will answer the question to the best of my ability, okay? Americans out there, we are in a time of crisis. You need to pull your heads out of your asses and start learning about the Constitution, the way the government is really run, what's really going on. Will Donald Trump win the next election? I don't know. I think so. I know the Democrats are lining up in a straight line trying to win the election. And for somebody to tell me, if Donald Trump isn't the president, that's the end of the country. No, it's not. The next day after the election, your life will go right on. It'll just go right on. We have got to stop partisan politics. We've got to stop this because it doesn't make any sense. It's stupid. Okay? If Donald Trump loses the election, the next day I will buy a fifth of whiskey and a carton of cigarettes and go on about my business, just like always, and muddle through. That's what I'll do. That's what you should do. Okay? All this soundbite stuff, drain the swamp, build the wall, all that, we've all got caught up in this, and now the COVID virus is in the middle of us, and it's not that serious. Do the numbers. Not only take civics in class, did any of you out there take math in class? Did you ever take and divide the little number of the people who are affected by this virus by the big number of the number of people in the country? There's a decimal point and a lot of zeros before that percent. And that's a fact. Now, that's not, don't be stupid. Don't go out there and French kiss the first girl you see, you know. Don't do that. But just be smart. You should be smart every flu season. Okay? And when this mess is over, we need to address China. We need to make them, they let this thing go. They were developing a bio weapon that got away from them. That's what really happened. But we're beating it. President Trump is telling you we are beating it. Governor Cuomo in New York is showing you, look, man, we were down with our head between our legs, and now we're beating it and everything. Let's just beat this. Excuse me. Let's just beat this. But the stupid, like I said, I'm no longer going to take calls from people who ask me 5 or 6 highly political questions, and while I'm breaking my work day and trying to answer it, can I call you back? My mama's calling, and tomatoes are on sale. Can I call you back? No. Text me, and I will answer your question. And it's not that I'm mad at anybody or I hate on anybody or anything like that. I don't have time for it. And when this mess is over, I'm going to retire to Acosita Wells with a case of Jim Beam whiskey and the prettiest girl I can find in Southern California.